up.
Let's bring out the starters for your Minnesota Timberwolves. Starting at point guard, standing 6'4", number 0, DiVincenzo. Standing 7 foot 1 for France, the Tower Power, number 27, at forward, standing 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniels. At forward, 6'8", number 30, Big Julius Randle. He's 81 from game 1, 6'5", and the Timberwolves 1, Anthony Edwards. That comes from the Minnesota Timberwolves against Chris Staggs. Then, your Minnesota Timberwolves.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Zach Edey out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Morant. Then there's Wells. And it's Coward in at the 2. For the Timberwolves, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randle and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
A putback, it's good on the putback.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Yep, that one goes.
You know, they like Randle to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Wells wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Edwards. A baseline change, and there it is for him.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Here's Morant.
Oh my God. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
Now here's Edwards. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Morant with the steal. Now here's Wells. Defended by Gobert. From 7, and another basket for Memphis. Right side, Edwards. Morant with the steal. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. That shot misses. Great D that time from Edwards. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Great dig into that a little bit.
From a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
No luck that time either. So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fit.
And the dunk by Edey.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Shoots over Wells. Back to McDaniel. Inside. Edey with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Morant. And he makes good on the layup. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Here's Morant. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. It's Morant with the drive. Can't cash in from the left block. Timberwolves trail by 7. That's good from Edwards on the assist for Randall. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
There's a screen by Aldama. Morant with a wide open look. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Edwards' shot is good.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
And again, Memphis no good. The Timberwolves have got a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Randall with the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Coward. Edwards defending. Basket good.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
The Timberwolves trail. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, given how tall and lengthy Gobert is, it makes sense why he looks to score inside. Nice bucket there.
Aldama gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Floats it up for Randall. It's stolen by Aldama. Pass to Wells. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And stolen by DiVincenzo. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me." Guys?
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side, while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority. They've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Joe Ingles has checked in for the Timberwolves.
Your Timberwolves regular basket.
Jerome finds Aldama. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Jackson. No one near as Jerome lets it go. No good on the triple. Dosunmu. He started close. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Jerome deciding where to go with it. To the inside. It's stolen by Ingles. One-on-one here.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Reed misses.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Moving it up. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 10.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Outside Jackson. Here's Jerome. Banked in off the glass.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Conley's shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Now here is Conley. Pass to Reed. Now here's Dosunmu. Guarded by Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 6-point Memphis lead.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the end.
Count the basket.
It's always a positive thing for this offense when Conley puts pressure on him.
The 3 from Morant. It's hauled in by Shannon.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
A big-time effort for Zach Edey, providing a... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well. Putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We've got Brandon Clark. Also, G.G. Jackson out there. And it's Prosper in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Here's Randall. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 10 points for Julius Randle.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Here's Jerome. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
You know, Stan, even at this late stage of his career, Mike Conley brings tremendous value to the team.
He sure does, Kevin. And look, we know this. No one brings more discipline and professionalism on a nightly basis. He keeps this team poised, he keeps his team organized, and he's a great mentor to the young players on this team.
And that one is good from Jerome. Timberwolves trail by 9. Reed in the post, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
Pass to Prosper. Rebound, Minnesota. Angle with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe think that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Greg, is a former point guard in this league, give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Conley surveying the D. Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. And it's Coward missing. Timberwolves trail by 8 to the wing right side. Conley dishes to Randall. Shakes him. Back to Conley. Pass to Dosunmu. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Morant. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
The best dunking point guard in the game, Ja Morant.
Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. Here's Phillip. And the rejection by Jackson. Down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Reed kicks to Conley. They need this. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
And they double up Morant. He's looking for Wells and finds him. Bucket is good. Wells has got 5 now.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Randall is screen on Morant. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Mike Conley.
Well, Conley has that steady floor general demeanor. They love to have him running the pick and roll.
Wells kicks to Morant. Back to Wells. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends the lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Goes up off the inbound. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from DiVincenzo. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've held a 12-point lead early. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant. But his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
Jackson passes to Morant. There's a screen by Aldama. Pocket 6. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, Morant just puts so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
Morant against DiVincenzo. Randall. The Grizzlies pull it in. Aldama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. In the center of things, Morant.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but it looks like it was on the way down.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Edey's checked in. Here's Morant. That shot off the mark. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's McDaniels. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Pass to Edey. Morant against DiVincenzo.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
And the dunk by Edey.
Well, the threat of Ja scoring really opens up the opportunity for assists.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Julius Randle. Timberwolves trail by 14. Edwards on the bounce. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
What a ferocious drive by Edwards, fending off the defense with ease.
Down low. Here's Edey. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Here's DiVincenzo. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
I love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Coward. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Wells with it. Picked up by Edwards. And the dunk by Wells.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Morant missing.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Lobbed up there. Oh, Edwards flies up and finishes the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. 8 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now, here's Morant for 3. And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to Wells. Here he goes. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Grizzlies have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
To the middle, here's Heaney. Gobert with the block. Edwards looking it over. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And the dunk by Edey.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
The 3 ball from Anthony Edwards.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
90 seconds now into the second half. Out to Morant. They grab their own miss. Timberwolves trail by 5. And there's Randall on the assist by Gobert. Randall's got 14 points.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And that one's good. Morant.
Well, it's almost impossible to stay in front of Morant. He's just so quick on his drive. Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce back.
Memphis leading by 3. Wells in the corner. A 3-pointer, no good. Minnesota's gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
And they recover it.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Morant. Here's Wells. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. And he finishes nicely on the way. He's got 11.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Morant against DiVincenzo. And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Morant has all the moves to find a way to score in there.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Up top, Edwards. He's got 24. Strong move inside by Edwards.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
DiVincenzo against Morant. Wells in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Timberwolves have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they've pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage in the open floor as often as possible.
Pass to Wells. To the wing on the left. And here's Morant. Shot down the lane. It's good. Morant's got 21 in the game.
And this is what's so special about Morant's game. His mobility and his explosiveness.
The electric John Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with John Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
Pass to Aldama. Now Edey. 7-foot shot. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays. It really brings an intimidation factor.
Whoa! How about that slam?
Somebody got their feelings hurt on that one.
Incredible.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Aldama. They get the rebound.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Jerome, he's checked in for Morant. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program, Stan, after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
Here's Jerome. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. McDaniels finds Randall. Wells with it. Out defended by Randall. Here's Aldama. Connects from three-point range. Aldama's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, Aldama can stretch the floor for you when the big man finds quality openings at the arc.
Edwards, good.
Oh, man. Sweet turnaround, Jay.
Gobert brings the double team. Pass to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, I'm pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
Randall down low. Aldama's there. Here's Edwards. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Coward. Misses off the right eye. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way. 13 points in the game.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Jackson. He's checked in for Memphis. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jackson kicks to Wells. Back to Jackson. Pass to Wells. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. And the basket by Edwards.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
Here's Jackson. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Shannon, no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Floats it up for Reed. Stolen by Jackson. There's the triple. The shot by Wells, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
The shot's good.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Pass to Wells. Now Jackson. The tray. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards, and the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got 39.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Pass to Edie. Outside Jackson. Now Jerome. Here's Wells. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime. And he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Steps back. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Jerome.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Here's Edwards. Here's Reed. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Reeves got his 2nd basket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter. What is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Ty Jerome out there with Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. And there's Jackson. And it's Prosper in at center. Pass to Shannon. Outside for Randall. Floats it up for Randall. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the combination of power, skill, and balance? Randall gets it done above the rim on that one.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant looking around. There's the pick. And finished off by Morant.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now, here's Morant for 3.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up in.
Randall with the bucket.
This is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Jerome against Conley. Clark outside on the wing. Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 5 on the clock. Now here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. On the wing, Dosumu. Guarded by Morant. Conley the pass to Randall. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Randall's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota. Morant outside. Launches a 3. Morant with another miss.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Floats it up for Reed. They get it back outside for Randall. Pass to Shannon. Fires from deep. Outside Conley. And here is Dosumu. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Jerome. Jackson, a screen on Conley. Trying to end the drought. And the dunk by Jackson.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Daniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Michael Conley. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
What a statement by Naz Reid, showing you what happens when his team is in rhythm like this.
Morant with it, picked up by Edwards. And they double up Morant. Jackson has the open look from outside off the mark. Jerome with the steal. To the inside. And the basket by Prosper. Prosper's got his first basket.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
It's stolen by Edwards. Three-pointer, Randall. Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 12-point Minnesota lead.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Good on the bucket. Morant's got 25 points.
Well, keeping his composure against defensive pressure inside. Nice work there by Morant.
Dosunmu, the pass to Reed. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Pass to Morant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Outside, Edwards. Inside. Reed kicks to Edwards. Reed with a screen on Morant. And Reed throws it down.
Terrific screen. They ask Reed to do a lot of little things like that, and he does them all well.
Now Jerome. Over to the wing. Here's Prosper. The rebound by Dosunmu. Stolen by Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 13. And Edwards slams it in.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Jerome with it. Outside Jackson. A three ball. Rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Jerome misses the three. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tries it from 16. Does not go. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Morant, the 10-foot jumper hits.
Yeah, a lot of guys now are not comfortable in that mid-range area, but Morant is. He'll take that shot when it's there.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert comes in for Naz Reid. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dosun.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor with shooting that jumper.
Gobert there for the rebound. Minnesota leading by 14. Picked his pocket. Here's Coward, defended by DiVincenzo. And McDaniels with the block.
McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a... Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Here's Coward. Oh, the dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now Randall. It's stolen by Aldama. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Edie. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
It's Randall. McDaniels sets a screen for Randall. Now McDaniels. Morant with the steal.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Timberwolves.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Edwards fires, and good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He drills the three. Here's DiVincenzo. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Edwards. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
We've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.